Mark and Daniel had been best friends since they were kids, inseparable, like brothers. They did everything together, climbed trees, skipped classes, fell in love, broke up, got their first jobs, and even shared dreams about opening a business one day. But like many adult friendships, life got in the way. Responsibilities grew. Work piled up. Family, stress, money, all of it started building walls between them. One day, a misunderstanding broke everything. It started small, an argument about a missed appointment. Daniel had asked Mark to help him with something important, moving his father, who had been ill, into a care facility. Mark promised to be there, but work got hectic and he didn't show up. Daniel never called to yell. He didn't even send a message. He just distanced himself. Mark thought, he's being dramatic. He'll come around. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Pride stood between them like a steel door. Both waited for the other to apologize. Mark knew deep inside he'd messed up. But ego? It's a stubborn beast. He rehearsed the apology in his head 100 times. "I'm sorry I let you down, man." But it never left his lips. Something always stopped him. Fear of awkwardness. Fear of rejection. "I'll say it when the time is right," he kept telling himself. But the right time never came. One morning, Mark got a call from Daniel's sister. Her voice cracked as she said the words, "Daniel passed away last night. Heart attack." It was sudden. The world stopped spinning. Mark sat in silence, holding his phone, his ears ringing, heart pounding. All those months of silence, all those moments he could have picked up the phone, gone. Daniel was gone. Forever. The funeral was quiet. Mark stood among people Daniel had loved. He didn't cry in public. But later that night, he opened his drawer and pulled out a letter. It was the apology he'd written weeks ago, but never sent. Folded, tear-stained, and unread. "Dear Dan, I'm sorry. I should have been there when you needed me. I was selfish. You were my brother. I miss you." He clutched it, sobbing, whispering the words he never said. And in his imagination, he saw Daniel smile, warm, forgiving. Maybe he'd been forgiven. But the weight of regret stayed. Years passed, but the guilt didn't fade. That's when Mark made a decision. He wouldn't let others carry the same burden. Now in his late 40s, Mark travels the country sharing his story. He stands on stages, looks into crowds, and says, "Don't wait. Say what needs to be said. Apologize. Forgive. Say, 'I love you.' Swallow your pride. Because time doesn't wait for your perfect moment." He's helped strangers reconcile, friends reunite, families heal. Not because he's perfect, but because he knows the cost of silence. Every time he speaks, he carries Daniel's spirit with him. The smile, the laughter, the bond that even death couldn't erase. And maybe, just maybe, his voice helps others avoid the same mistake. Don't wait to make things right. The longer you hold back, the deeper regret will bury itself in your heart. Say what needs to be said while you still have the chance. If you've been meaning to say, "I'm sorry" to someone, do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Because sometimes, tomorrow never comes. Comment below. Who do you need to speak from the heart to? Share this video with someone who might need to hear this.